Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 12 of our Timberborn playthrough. If you guys are new to the series, definitely check out some of the older videos, but if not, go through a quick recap here. So in episode 11, we started building our, what do we want to call this? Our water discharge, our offshoot for our bad water kind of dispersion. I don't really know what you want to call it. Our bad water dispersal system. I don't know. The place that we get rid of the bad water during the bad tides. And I let them go ahead and build quite a bit of this during the interim between the last two episodes, or the last episode and this one. In this episode, I kicked off the recording because I saw that we have a bad tide approaching. So they haven't quite finished it. They got a little bit of the dam left to build. And then I want to get them to dynamite this out so that it's nice and symmetrical going down. Not quite, because this is a huge drop, but I do want to get it one level deeper so that it flows nicely into this channel. Additionally, I let them go ahead and get some dynamiting done over here, which is great. So we've dynamited out a nice spot for some farms here, and then we're working on dynamiting out this whole thing. We got a couple more of our hydroponic gardens going, and our food is doing pretty well. However, I would like to get a huge overstock of cassava. That way we can figure out whether the bottleneck is that we can't process it fast enough, in which case we need more fermenters, or if it's just that we don't have enough. Part of my theory, actually, is that if we get more haulers, and granted we have 25 vacancies here in the in Whirlberg, in the home district, my thought process is if we get more haulers, these are actually set to supply. So these two warehouses would naturally fill up, which would make the cassava production a lot faster. But that's just a theory that I have. We'll see if it comes true, if I can ever let our population recover. It seems like I just keep adding more and more jobs. So let's go into triple speed here. I do not know how much of this they're going to get done. Let's just go ahead and give them the best shot that they can. Let's prioritize the dynamite. Hopefully all 8 builders will get on dynamite duty and get that done. So we'll see. We will see. But anyway, once this dynamite gets done, and it should get done fairly quickly, I also went ahead and removed a couple of our levee pieces here. I'm putting a platform in just because I noticed that this was pretty consistently overflowing. And now that I've removed them, it seems to be overflowing much less often. I was also correct that this kind of broke these power wheels, but that's okay because they look nice, so we will leave them, obviously. But look at that. No power being generated at all. Meanwhile, 4,500 power being generated by these up top. So getting that hooked up, I think, is definitely going to be beneficial for us going forward. Now, I need to remember, and if I don't remember, someone scream at me in the comments. I need to remember to max these out, these district crossings, because they're not. They're maxed out on the Whirlberg side, but not on the industrial district side, which I still need a name for, by the way. So give me a name, or we're just going to call it District 3, which is okay. We could be super dystopian about this and just number our districts. But anyway, I do need to max these out because we want to make sure that we have a consistent flow of resources between the two. And the problem is I keep stealing population from up there to backfill Whirlberg. So I need to stop doing that because I'm going to end up causing problems if I keep doing that. But all right, so we have a day and a half left. Hopefully we get this dynamite done. We should. I think they'll get it done in time. And then we'll go ahead and finish up this dam, and then this will be ready to divert the bad water. And I'm really excited to see how this works. Hopefully it's not a complete disaster. But I don't think it will be. I think it'll work quite nicely, in fact. And it'll allow us to maintain this huge freshwater reservoir. Right? Oh, no. No, it won't. Because it's going to overflow right here. All right. We'll need to fix that. But it'll still be a good test. It'll still be a good test nonetheless. And I have a plan. I have a plan to fix it. Whether that plan works as intended, we will see. But it is a plan nonetheless. And they'll definitely get this dynamite done, which is good. That's what we want to see. And then over here, how are they doing? Oh, they're doing pretty good. They are making progress. Unfortunately, I don't think I can really speed this up very much. They're kind of working as fast as they can. Although they did get the rooftop terrace finished, so that's great. Gotta love a good rooftop terrace. And again, the mushrooms just constantly lagging, just constantly lagging. All right, I just want to take a look. So oil press, yeah, that takes canola, makes canola oil. And then hydroponic garden can grow algae as well. And then with the food factory, we can combine, it looks like corn, eggplant, and algae. The eggplant and algae require oil with wood to make rations, food rations. And then we can also brew coffee. Okay, so we still got plenty of stuff that we need to work on. Plenty of stuff. Plenty of stuff. But okay, they're working on the dynamite. That's good. We should have plenty. Yeah, we got plenty of dynamite. It's just a little far away. But that's okay. How are we doing on this dynamite? We are done with the dynamite. Excellent. So let's get that dynamited away. We'll get a little bit of overflow from the bad tide. That's okay. Not a problem. I would love to get that done. Then again, they don't really have a ton of other stuff to work on, so I don't see a reason why they shouldn't get that done very quickly. All right, perfect. Perfect. Is this done? Oh, it is. The dam, the diversion dam is done, and I see a problem that I really don't like, but I don't have enough time to fix it. I would love it if there was a levee right here. Just so it looked nice in uniform. You know? Do I do it? Yeah, I'm going to do it. Alright, come down here and clear that away. Let's fix it, because I want it to look nice. I want it to look nice, and we'll get rid of that as well. So come pick up this whole thing. This whole stack of logs and metal blocks. Oh, totally not necessary. Totally not necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. Why are they leaving these off? Get those ones done. These are the priorities. These two dynamites. Don't work your way back until you've dynamited. It's like painting yourself into a room, you know? These beavers. Beavers and their dynamite. They're just... They are the way they are. We love them anyway. Oh, and we can actually start to get some bad water up here, which is great. So you know what? I think what we're going to need is we're going to need more storage. So let's get more bad water storage in here. And these will be bad water. I'm just going to pause real quick because I don't want to inadvertently miss the... I don't want to inadvertently miss the opportunity to harvest the bad water. So let's get these opened up. And I think that the way that we'll do that is we will just pause these. So that'll free up a little bit of labor, and then these guys can go over here and get ready to pump the bad water. And I think what we'll do is we'll give them a nice, easy path to get over here. Like that. So why don't we do a little prioritizing? Let's get this built, the little path connection. And then, are they picking these up? Yes, there is no more storage for the logs. So that's okay. Let's get a single dynamite in there. And then, yeah, see, we're getting some overflow. So this isn't going to be quite as effective during this bad tide as it could be going forward. But that being said, it will still be a good test. And we're going to have to make do with the water that we currently have. So, that's okay. That is okay. Alright, so let's get this dynamited away. And then let's go ahead and put these levees in here. And let's put that bust back on there. And let's get that finished. That way we can just be done with this project and we'll be good to go. Alright, so granted, understood. It's not quite going to function perfectly, but that being said, we can still do a test of the water diversion. So this bad tide is coming in, which is what we love to see. Well, we don't, but we kind of do, because it's functional in this instance. And I should get ready. Oh, I'm going to have to do this simultaneously. All right. Well, the bad tide's coming in. Let's see. Which one do I want to do? What's the priority? I think this is the priority, so let's just do that. I think we have enough water to last. But anyway, so now we can focus on this. So the bad tide is approaching. So what we do is we raise these up to maximum. And we open these, and then the bad tide water just floods down here, and it should go right down the river. Yes, and it's working perfectly. That's awesome. I'm really happy with that. Because in theory, this should now all be clean water. Understood that it's not, but I have a plan to fix that. That being said, we should pause these. I think we're totally going to run out of water, actually, now that I think about it. All right, so this dynamite is done. I apologize, headphone users. Hopefully that wasn't that bad. But now we can go ahead and get rid of this path, and we can dynamite this away as well. So let's get that dynamited. Get that out of here. What are they working on? I'm not sure. They're probably working on something, but I'm not sure what. We're totally going to run out of water here. I probably screwed that up, but that's okay. Luckily, we are getting bad water produced, which is great, so we'll have a huge supply of that, and the diversion system is working perfectly. All right, so let's start to think about how we're going to solve this water problem, and I think better improve the water flow as a whole. So the first thing I want to do, I want to go 6 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, quite honestly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll go right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I want it to be 7 wide? Yes, I do. So this is incorrect, actually. So we're going to go to here. That's what we're going to do. And then we are going to make our way over here. So, I need to get rid of these. I'm just going to get rid of them by using paths. That way I don't have to send beavers over here to get rid of them. Pro tips. Pro tips only. Pro tips only from this channel. Because I am a professional Timberborn player, as everybody knows. If such a thing even exists, which I honestly don't know if it does. It's kind of a ridiculous thing to call yourself. Alright, so we can get rid of these. I'll just probably get rid of those resources because we don't need them. And then we are going to start this. So this is going to come over here. It's going to go to there. So that will be 7 wide. Is that going to be wide enough? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. It should be. 7 wide? Is that too wide? No, I think that'll be good. 7 wide. Okay. So once we get up here, we're going to want to dynamite all of this out. We'll dynamite it down 1 level to start. And I may need to put a path in here just a little bit. So we'll do that. I feel like 7 wide is overkill. Let's go 6 wide. Which I know, I just started building all this, but that's okay. We'll go ahead, we'll get rid of all this. Go away. Go away, and then before they start building this, we will do the same thing. Get rid of all that, and then get rid of this row of dynamite. Because I think 6 wide will be plenty. Now that I think about it. So we'll get that levee in there. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to make a channel that comes up here, and then it's going to turn 90 degrees, and it's going to hook right into here, cutting off all of this swirl. So it's just going to come here, and then down here, and then into our power, and then come to the diversion location, where we then either divert it if it's bad water, or we allow it to continue if it is fresh water. And that is how this will work. And I think it's going to work quite well. Quite well, indeed. But it is going to require a ton of dynamite, just a ton of work generally. All right, let's check on our population, 23 and 16. Oh, that's actually pretty good down here in Whirlberg. Just in time for us to set up a ton more farming and completely ruin that perfectness. Is 2 large warehouses overkill for down here? Probably, but I might do it anyway. Just because. Because. What is that? Wizard of Oz? Yeah, I think so. I think that's Wizard of Oz. I have not seen Wizard of Oz in quite a while, and that's a pretty weird tangent to go on, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, so we'll get 2 of those in there, and now we need farmhouses. So, how many farmhouses do we want? I'm thinking 3 farmhouses right here, like that, and then I'll probably put some farmhouses down here and connect them with this path, like generally right there. You know what? No, I have a better idea. I have an idea for how this could look really cool. And it's going to involve dynamite. I want triple dynamite running all the way up there. And you probably think this sounds crazy. But just trust me, it's going to be very cool when it's done. That being said, it's going to be a ton of dynamite. So yes. So that's that. We're going to need stairs down here, and then stairs down here. And this also needs to be dynamited away. So let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of that. Yeah. Let's get rid of all that. So this will be all of this. Get all that done. It's going to take them quite a while. Quite a bit of dynamite, but I think we're okay. I think we're doing pretty good for food. We're actually stockpiling fermented mushrooms. They're going to disappear immediately, but that's actually awesome. Because if we could start to stockpile mushrooms, do these guys have mushrooms? They do. This is awesome. That's great. I just got way too excited. I don't think anybody's ever been that excited for mushrooms before, but I am. And I know you guys are too, because everybody loves a mushroom. Okay, so now that we've established that everybody loves mushrooms, we can go ahead and start to get this dynamited away. What are our priorities here? I think our priorities are, let's get the dynamite, and then let's get all of this, and all of this. Yeah, I totally didn't need to actually prioritize those, but that's okay. Did I build that too high? Yes, I did. Do I like it that high? Maybe. Maybe. It's going to have to be that high at some point, but I think I'll get rid of these for now. Because I don't know where we're going to need that height. We're going to need it somewhere, but I'm just not sure where. I actually just realized these all need to be triple dynamites, don't they? Is there a way to upgrade? No, there's not. Yeah, these all need to be triples. Sorry. Sorry, beavers. I know you just worked really hard on all that, but those do need to be triples. I hate to say. Because we want it to be nice and tiered, like this. Because it looks so nice. Look at how nice that looks. But yeah, those do need to be triples. Can we blow this up? Probably. I think we can. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. It'll overflow a little bit of bad water over here, but that's totally fine. Not the end of the world. Right? I didn't break anything? No. No, I did not. Would I have cared? Yeah, probably. Probably wouldn't have been great, but that's okay. So this is all going to have to be doubles. Right there. And then this will all have to be triples once they clear this away. And I'm just going to lower the priority on this because it's not super necessary. And then let's get all of this done. That should be good. And then honestly, probably get rid of this path and just start the dynamiting process. So this will have to be triples as well. There we go. We're doing a lot of dynamiting in this episode. Luckily, we have tons of it. That being said, getting the dynamite down here will take quite a while. But I think this is going to be cool because what this is going to do is it's going to put a huge channel of water all the way back here, and it's going to irrigate tons more land. We could even start to dynamite this away and have tons of growable space back here, which I think would be quite cool. That being said, once again, it's going to take quite a while. Amazingly, have not run out of water yet. I probably just jinxed it though. We're probably going to run out pretty soon here, but that's okay. We got plenty of food. And look at that stockpile of mushrooms. That's awesome. So these are stockpiling here, which is great. And then I believe they're stockpiling up here. So if I go down a couple levels. Yeah, where are the mushrooms? Here they are. And then what is this? Blueberries. And then this is fermented soybean. Oh, so I have 2 storages for fermented mushrooms. Mangrove, corn, algae, and eggplant. I just realized no storage for coffee. Where is coffee stored? I wonder if coffee is stored in here. Coffee. Yes, coffee is stored in the big tanks. That's very exciting. I've never done coffee. I've never gotten that far in the series where coffee has been, you know, a thing. So that's exciting. We can just start to dynamite this away, and then we're going to have to. Let's see. We need to dynamite that one, which we can reach, and then these will have to get dynamited. I don't think we can reach those. I probably just should have thrown some stairs down there, if I'm being honest, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, 40 vacancies. 22 up top, 18 down in Whirlberg. That is okay. That is okay. We were doing pretty good. Dynamite is getting laid over here. I don't want to give them a crazy number of jobs. Right off the bat, excuse me. Let's dynamite this away, just to kind of open up the flow a little bit more. And then we can dynamite this away. So let's get that done. As well as this little one. And maybe you can start to see. Look at that. It's going to look so nice when it's done. And now that that is open, we can actually map out the rest of our dam. And now where do we want it to? I think we'll go 2 past the drop off is where we'll do our change in height. So this is going to go like this. We'll get rid of that just for now. That's what it's going to look like. That's the start of the new dam. And then once this is built, we can kind of start to remove some of this. But okay. How are we doing on our bad water? Oh, we are doing excellent on the bad water. Excellent. which is awesome. And now we would just let this drain in a normal scenario, and then we would switch it over once it's clean, and then that would refill the reservoir. However, we've completely flooded the reservoir. Luckily, that will no longer be an issue, because once we divert the water here, it will no longer travel towards our little overflow area here, and then we should be good to go for the reservoir. Amazing that we haven't run out of water yet. That is amazing. All right, have we gotten this laid? All right, so we got that one laid, so we still need those 3. And then I also realized that I need to come over here and dynamite this away, so that we have a, although I really don't, now that this is just going to be a reservoir. But I might do it anyway, just for continuity, you know? Just for continuity. So let's come over here. This will all need single dynamite. They'll get to that whenever they get to it. All right, so how's this dynamite coming? It's coming along actually pretty well. Let's check our dynamite and our extract. We've got plenty of both in this district, which is awesome. This dynamite has been laid, so let's get rid of that. And then how ridiculous am I going to be with this? Probably pretty ridiculous. I want this to look nice. So let's get rid of that. And let's do single dynamite right here, and then we're going to replace it with levees, which is completely unnecessary. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. So that needs double dynamite right there. And then all of this is going to need single. And we will need some stairs down here to be able to do it. So that's all going to need single, and then I'll probably actually take one row off here so we can fill it with levees. Which I understand what you guys are going to say. That's completely ridiculous. To which I would say, yes, you're correct. But it will look nice, and that's what's important. All right, so we need to kind of let this work itself out. It's going to take a little while just because we have this overflow. But it'll get there. It will get there eventually. And then are these pretty much done pumping? Yeah, and we actually have a ton of bad water, so I'm just going to go ahead and pause those, and then we can get these operational once again, which will be good. And I wonder, yeah, we're missing builders, which is kind of unfortunate, actually. Because we are trying to build quite a bit over here. That being said, it's not an enormous priority. It's just kind of more of a nice to have. So let's go ahead and dynamite that out. And then continue our levee over here. And then line up where it goes to 2. So it will go to 2 right there. Get that connected up. Run this path over here. And then once they get all that built, we'll kind of go from there. We'll figure out where it's gonna line up. Okay, well, let's actually kind of do that right now. So these are our water sources. So eventually we're gonna have a levee going here, 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 and here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's kind of an awkward size because I've got a 6 opening right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I've got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. So that's actually not bad. So if I go here and here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so this is where we want it. So it's going to go here to here. I guess I'll leave those there just as markers, but that will be our channel. So we kind of can see where it's going to line up. So this is going to come to here. And then this one is going to come to here. So you can kind of see where that's going to line up. And it's just going to go right up there. Perfect. And that is going to work really well, I think. I think anyway. Should work well. And look at this. They are working on the dynamite. Excellent. Excellent. And we're going to have so much dynamiting to do. Oh, look at that. We lost all of our mushrooms. We lost our entire mushroom supply, which is kind of unfortunate, but not all that surprising. I wonder if we should get a couple more breeding pods, because it doesn't really look like our population is changing all that much. Do I have a nice place where I could fit a couple breeding pods? Not really. Well, one thing I do know is we can get a scratcher right there. Priorities. Priorities in this game. Must have priorities. I think maybe I'll put in like a section of them, like right here. So if I were to just kind of square that off and shift that path over, and then delete this path like that, that would work. And then let's see, if I put in breeding pods, maybe like 3 right there. I don't want to go too crazy, but I think 3 would be good. So let's get that built. I'm actually going to request that they do that before they move on to this dynamiting portion. And then eventually I'd like to get all this dynamited out as well. So if we do doubles there, and then we will need singles over here. So I'll probably put a platform. We'll kind of do it the way that we did it with the bad water diversion area, which I could probably switch now. Yeah, we have a problem. Stagnant bad water. That's actually a pretty solid problem. Yes, it is. Okay. Interesting. All right, so why don't we're gonna have to build like a temporary dam. Why don't we open this back up? Open that up, and then we will have to do this just for the time being to fix this problem. Yeah, and just nothing we can do about it. So let's prioritize all of this, and then let's prioritize this. Yeah, just to try and fix this bad water, because that's actually a huge issue. If that persists, we're gonna have problems. Luckily, this is clean. Did we run out of water? Yeah, we totally did. All right, so let's open this up. Let's close this. Yeah, and this is a problem. We need builders up here, so I might actually transfer a little population back up. Let's transfer like 5 up here so we can get maximum builders. I might even build an emergency builder's hut over here. Or does it even have to be an emergency one? Can it just be a normal builder's hut? A non-emergency builder's hut? It probably could. Could probably get it built right there. Let's get that built. With a medium-low workplace priority. Although, you know, it'll probably be an emergency-only builder's hut. I don't think we need 12 builders up here. Although we might, given my future plans. So maybe it's not a bad idea. But anyway, let's do this. medium high priority, get this built first. And then hopefully we have enough builders or enough workers to occupy. We should. Maybe. I don't actually know. We might. I mean, I'll transfer some up anyway, because this is my priority right now, getting this bad water cleared out of here, because this is actually a problem. Okay. Yeah, so we need a couple more workers. 1, 2, 3. I'll send them an extra one. 4. All right. So now we should have 12 builders working, which is good. That's good. That's what we want. That's what we want. Now I will tell them to get all of that built. Note to self, you should really do this when there's clean water. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You should do this when there's clean water. I am actually going to delete these. Because what I think we're going to do is we're going to take this opportunity to get down here so that we can actually put this dynamite in. And then I can actually get rid of these. So we'll do that. Do we need logs? No, we do not. So we'll just delete those. And I actually almost don't want them to build this because I need the water to flow out. And it's like, it's really slowly emptying, but just not slowly enough. So I'm going to raise this up so we can start to get a little water in there. Oh my goodness, we have 0 water. Like literally none. These are pumping, although I don't think they're fully efficient because there's a little bit of bad water in here. Yeah, we've kind of gotten ourselves into a bit of a problem. So I actually need to open this up because I need the water to keep flowing because I need to pump it. Yeah, this is not good. Okay, and let's do a bit of an emergency right here. So we're gonna get rid of all of this. We're gonna get rid of this, and then we're going to put some stairs down, just so I can build that and get that blocked off. And I'm really worried that these beavers are gonna get infected. So part of me just really doesn't want to. You know what? I'm just gonna. Let's get rid of all of that. Just because I really don't want them to start building this and get like super sick or anything like that. That just wouldn't be very good. But I do wonder if I could do that, and then they could reach that. Yes. Yes, they can. Perfect. And then we are going to need dynamite here, so they can do that as well. I understand it's kind of toxic, but that's okay. All right. Kind of gotten ourselves into a bit of an issue here, if we're being honest. May need decontamination pods at some point, which take extract and require metal blocks. Let's unlock that. Let's see what these look like. Probably find some place to put these in here. Maybe a couple down here as well. Little decontamination area. 37 vacancies. 17 up here. Yikes. It's not very good. Food's still holding strong. Water. Water is a huge issue. And water will continue to be an issue, if we're being honest. 17 vacancies. Let's transfer them a couple. So now they're at 20. They're at 34. 34. Beaver is unwell. What's unwell with you? Too much time in contaminated water? It's fine for now, but we'll get sick in a few days. Oh, that's not good. All right, let's get a couple of these decontamination pods. Let's get like 3 of them. Like that. And then if we go into our decorations, we could probably get like a couple shrubs, maybe a bell here. I like that. And then one of these. And I think what we'll do is we'll get the decontamination pods built immediately after we get the water fixed, because this is a legitimate problem, and I really would like for it to not be a legitimate problem anymore. If that makes any sense whatsoever. And I actually think that they can build these from up top. So let's just have them do that. Yeah, and they can. Alright, so let's go in here. Let's delete this path, just for sanity's sake. And this bad water is almost completely gone, thankfully. I really need to get this to go away so that we can divert our water back, have all of our water coming down here, and hopefully get some amount of water stored up for the next drought, because this water is really bad. We burned through so much water so quickly. And I honestly don't even know if I need this anymore because we're diverting so much water, but I'm just going to let them finish it. We will go ahead. We can detonate this out and this. And then we can start to fill this back in as planned. And let's see, where is this going to go to? It's going to go to here. So we'll get that in like that. And then we can hook that up. And almost all of this bad water is gone, which is perfect. That's what we want. Note to self. Oh, this is so bad. We've completely run out of water here. Yeah. Note to self, do not delete any of these during bad tides. Okay, have we gotten rid of enough bad water that we can now divert this? I want to say yes. So let's do the swap. It's not perfect. There's still a little bit of contamination in here, but it's enough. It's enough that it'll be okay. All right. So with that, we can get back to work on what we were doing before. So let's get this in here, so we can completely divert that water. We'll bring that over here, and then this will come over here, like that. Okay, and now the beavers can get to work. And I might honestly have them put those stairs back in so that they can work even faster, so we can get more beavers active. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do that. Because once this is sealed off entirely, then we can really start working. Or then we really, then it's not so much of an issue diverting the water, because it'll be completely diverted. This whole area will just be kind of null and void, and then we only have to focus on this. Now, we are starting to get enough water, so let's fill this up in preparation for our next water event, whether it be a drought or a bad tide. And with that saving grace, I think we are going to call it an episode, guys. So if you enjoyed this, definitely consider leaving a like and a comment. Subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on this series as well as others. And it really helps out with the viewership on the videos, so I would really appreciate it. And if anyone is interested, totally not necessary, but there is a Patreon link in the description below. So check that out if you're interested. But again, you guys watching, that's more than enough. So I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks.